Hi. Hey, I just wanted to talk a little bit about something I saw on the Today Show that kind of, I guess it got under my skin just a little bit. There's a fellow by the name of Tyler Henry, who's known as the Hollywood Medium. And apparently, and I haven't seen the show, he has a show on TV, I guess, where he actually invites celebrities to come in. He says he's a medium and he can contact the dead. He can tell them things that the dead are trying to tell that particular person. What aggravates me about that is, if you've ever seen America Has Talent, they have some of the best magicians on there that I've ever seen. They do things that just amaze you, but they never ever claim that it's real. It's a trick, but it's such a good trick that you cannot figure it out. I've seen them do amazing things, but when you take that talent and turn it into a scam, that's a whole different thing. Now, of course, you're going to pay to see a magician show. That's one thing. It's like going to a movie, a play, or anything else. You're paying to see the magician. But when he misrepresents himself and says that he's contacting a relative of yours, and in the case of this Tyler Henry, now I read this, it's just something I read, that he would charge $870 for a single session, and if you were in a group, I think it was $175 for a group session. And then do what I would consider a con game. And the reason I say that, if you've ever heard of a fellow by the name of the Great Randy, the Great Randy is James Randi, and he was a magician all of his life. And when he first started out, one of the things he did at one time was to pretend to be a psychic and do something on stage. Well, somebody contacted him after that and said, "Oh my gosh, I'd be willing to pay you to contact one of my relatives." And James Randi said, "Well, that was just a trick. That's just a show. I can't do that." And that made him realize that people, unscrupulous people, were hoodwinking people using simple magician's tricks and pawning them off as psychics and mediums and things like that, and virtually stealing money from people. So James Randi made it his life's work to expose them. He's got a great documentary on, it's called The Honest Liar. Yeah, I saw it on Netflix. You could probably get that on Netflix or someplace. Very interesting. But James Randi also made a standing offer that if you could meet his criteria for proving that you're a real medium or psychic, he would give you $1 million. That offer has been, I think, standing over 20 years. Not one person has ever accepted the offer. It wouldn't cost them anything to do it, but if they could meet his criteria, proving that they were a real psychic, he would give them $1 million. And as I say, nobody ever accepted the offer. So things like that just kind of get under my skin a little bit. To actually believe that these people are real when they're charging you money. Big mistake. Just look at a real magician, what he can do, how he can fool you. And he's not asking you for money other than if you go to see a show and you pay to see the show. Anyway, that's my rant for today.